Practical benefit of sleep. How to cure sleeplessness or insomnia. Why it is very, very necessary for you to have a deep sleep every night. I started this particular topic in one of the last video I recently uploaded, and I told you that if I couldn't finish that concept in that one video, that I will need to make another one in order to open our eyes to what you need to be doing, because as this year is coming to an end, you can't afford to live your life the way it is this 2022. There must be a kind of improvement from what you used to be for you to get the best out of life, for you to make aging to be curable for you, to make death by choice, and be able to actualize your destiny. So if only you can follow me till the end of this video, I will show you more benefit of sleep. And then in case your own problem is that you actually desire to sleep, but insomnia, which is sleeplessness, is actually your problem, you will get solution today. So welcome once again to Jenny Action TV. In this particular channel, I discuss 3 important variables which are actually health, safety, and spirituality. Believe me, if you will follow me till the end of this video, you will actually get lots of value that will transform your life and you will be extraordinary. And also, you need to understand this, that if you master these 3 key things very well, health, safety, and spirituality, the sky will not just be your limit, it becomes your starting point. So if this is the very first time you're landing in this channel, you're highly welcome. Please do well to hit the red subscribe button and the bell notification so that YouTube will always notify you once I upload a new video. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always stopping by, for all your comments, your sharing the video. May God honor you and surprise you. And if you are my new timer and then you're looking for any concept, simply write Jenny Action TV / you can write spiritual benefit of sleep part 1. You will get the first video I've made on this. And then if you are looking for maybe how to trim down your weight, just write Jenny Action TV / maybe cure for obesity, and you will surely get the video. So without actually wasting time, let's get straight to the video of today. Permit me to start this video by reading a portion of the scripture for you. If you are not a Christian, just pay rapt attention. You will actually get something. 1 Kings 19 verse 5 to 7. So let's get it. 1 Kings 19 verse 5 to 7. And it says, "And as he lay and slept under a juniper tree, behold, then an angel touched him and said unto him, Arise and eat. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baked on the coals, and a cruse of water at his head. And he did eat and drink, and lay down again. And the angel of the Lord came again the second time, and touched him, and said, Arise and eat, because the journey is too great for thee. And he arose, and did eat and drink, and went in the strength of that meat 40 days and 40 nights unto Horeb, the mount of God. And he came thither unto a cave and lodged there. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him. I said unto him, What dost thou here, Elijah?" So if you are a Christian, you will know the story I'm reading here, and I've read it before when I was actually explaining to you. If you check another version, you see that juniper tree is talking about broom tree. It's talking about a kind of palm tree. How when I was telling you a kind of spiritual benefits of broom to an extent, now you will see that this particular Elijah was escaping from Ahab the king and Jezebel the wife, who actually want to destroy him. And it was that time that he was even telling God that they have killed everybody, that he is the only one remaining. And God told him that there are still 2,000 or 200,000 men who have not bowed their head to bow. Because of some of the dangerous prophecies he's making and it's coming to pass, they were looking for him and say, if I get Elijah today, his head will be out of his neck. Despite the fact that this Elijah was faced with lots and lots of that problem, he didn't deny him from sleeping. So when he ran and reached a kind of under the juniper tree or reached under the broom tree, he lied down there and rested. As he was sleeping, what happened? Angel appeared and gave him food. So what does it mean? When you sleep, you attract angelic assistance. When you are awake in your day, you may be the one suffering and working, but once you start sleeping, then angels start working for you. So how come you cannot allow the angels to do their work? You want to do your work and still do the angels' work by thinking and being awake, meditating over the problem you have. Once it is night, please shut down your system, shut down your thinking, shut down the problem you have, lie down, go straight into sleep, because he giveth his beloved sleep. Once you are sleeping, you are attracting angelic help. Angels will start where you stopped. And believe me, everyone, like I normally say, have guardian angel. Then you will now enable your guardian angel to start his own work. But when you refuse to sleep, then it means that your guardian angel, you are starving him from doing his duty on you. So please, from today, don't allow any problem to remove sleep from your eyes. See this Elijah, he was in between the devil and the deep blue sea, almost a kind of tired of this life, even have the boldness to tell God that everybody has died, he's the only one living, and so on. So he's just telling God that he too, he will soon die. Yet it did not stop him from sleeping. And from sleeping, he received the angelic assistance. The cake that was baked by angels, the heavenly cake, God's own cake, was serving. And imagine he went in the strength of that cake for 40 days. Even when he finished eating that first one and sleep again, the angels still come again and give him another one. And he went on the strength of that for 40 days. Do you know that a single sleep you will sleep will give you a solution, will give you one direction that will pump money in your life, that even 40 days, even if you are not doing anything, that money will still be enough to meet everything you need. Do you know that when you sleep, the angels will come? That even if it's sickness that is troubling you, they will come to heal you. Because Elijah's problem was actually that he's hungry at that time. That is why they provided food. Your own might be something else. You might be needing to get married to the right spouse. Your sleep alone can make God to reveal that right spouse, give you direction on how to go and meet that right spouse, and you're able to meet the person, and marriage will start. Your sleep alone can give you the business idea that is bothering you. What business am I going to do? Or where am I going to submit my application in order to get a job? Or which house will I rent in order to have peace of mind? Where the landlord will not be diabolical, where the landlord will not be a thorn in my flesh. Your sleeping can provide that solution. It was because it's food that Elijah needed at that time. He has no strength. The angel provided it. So, provided when you are sleeping, whatever is your need, the angel actually provided for you. So, and you see that he did not need to eat again for the next 40 days. They gave him relatively permanent solution. When you are awake, you are getting just temporary solution. But like some people that will say they want to commit suicide, I used to say that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem that is temporal. You end your life. You don't know that the next minute God can show you mercy. All those mountains is removed. You now go and end your life. It's simply a temporary solution to permanent problem, and you still go to hell and suffer permanently. So why not, when you are sleeping, you get a relatively permanent solution? Why when you are awake thinking on that problem, you will only get a temporary solution that may not amount to anything? So what am I saying? You can actually do your own work and two angels' work. You must do your own and allow the angels to do their own. That is the essence of God giving you guardian angel. He didn't give it to you just to be moving up and down and have guardian angel, and yet you will not allow the guardian angel to work. Once you have done your part, you have prayed your prayer, you do your normal work as a human being. You are seeing where the Bible even said it in that first video, except the Lord build a house, the labor in vain. In other words, except if God helps you to make that money you are pursuing, it's in vain that you are even struggling to make it. So what am I saying? We don't actually get on top by struggle. We actually get on top by the grace of God. And the grace that doesn't have limit leads to disgrace. So what does it mean? You need to do your part, allow God to do his part, and you will now be able to get that right grace. See somebody like a kind of Abraham. God actually promised to give him a child. But when a kind of the wife was impatient, that is why patience is also the key. He has to make her own miracle by saying, oh yeah, come and take my servant and be with my servant so that she will get pregnant, trying to divert or help God to quicken the miracle. After she helped God and gave back to Ishmaelite, what comes out of it? Did they still stop the promised child? When the appointed time comes, Isaac, the promised child, landed. But what has he done? He has brought somebody that will become a thorn in the flesh of Isaac. Until today, we descendants of Jacob is still suffering from that particular problem. And see how sleep helps solve a lot. We look at the patriarchal fathers. Abraham slept and dreamed. Jacob slept and dreamed. And that lineage continued. Today we are calling ourselves a kind of the descendants of Jacob, because it was even in the dream too that Jacob's real identity or that nature of supplanting deceit was removed, because when he was returning back to Canaan after he had stayed with his kind of father-in-law and then carry all his things, he was afraid that his brother will kill him, and then he now fall again into deep sleep. From this sleep, he struggled with angel who come and change his name from Jacob to Israel, the father of many generations. His real destiny come out. Until today, we are still descendants of Jacob that is still in this earth. Where is the descendants of Esau? Today, we cannot, nobody is talking about descendants of Esau again, as if that one has lost in the history. So if you don't want to be lost in the history, go back to sleep. Because during sleep, you can create new things out of your life, new ideas, new sex structures are being created in you. You even have time to meet with your partner and bring new life into existence without actually going into extinction like Esau. So you need rest. You need to have a break. Don't work morning, afternoon, night without having time at all. There is time for everything. There is time for your family. There is time for your prayer. There is time for you to go and walk. There is time for everything. And finally, there is time to sleep. Sleeping will help you to a kind of continue your lineage. Sleeping will be able to help you to actualize your destiny. Your real destiny in this world will be revealed and you actualize it just like Jacob. And because Bible has said, look unto Abraham your father and the Sarah that bore you, and that their lineage passed through Jacob, and we are all descendants of Jacob, we need to go back and sleep. Sleep over that problem. Sleep over next year that is coming and say, God, I need divine information on what I'm going to be doing next year in order to be extremely successful, in order to become extraordinary and become superhuman. And by God's grace, He will not fail you. He will surely give you. Because He said, ask, it shall be given unto you. Seek, you will find. Knock, the door will be opened unto you. That is Matthew 7, verse 7 for you. So, like I said it, that I will not end this video without actually an action. So, if you are in that category that sleeping is very difficult for you, you are suffering from insomnia. It is a very, very bad and dangerous disease that can make one run mad. Then just do this and you will solve insomnia problem permanently. Solution to insomnia, it will be better that I tell you what causes it, because prevention is always better than cure. If only you can understand what causes it, you can actually prevent it, because it's very bad if you don't sleep. One of the causes is actually stress or depression. Like what I'm saying, shut down your system. Stop thinking about that problem. You have problem with your spouse. Stop thinking about it. Go and sleep. God will go, or the angel of God will meet him while you are sleeping and tell him to leave you or forgive you or something like that. Have you forgotten that actually when Jacob left the father-in-law, carry all the both daughters he have married legally, Leah and the kind of Rachel, and then with all the goods he has made from the father-in-law, and then the father-in-law look up and down. The house that used to be noisy, the children are running up and down, everywhere used to be a kind of warm before, everywhere becomes cold. And his money making machine, which is actually Jacob, because he come with patriarchal blessing, just a staff he left from his father and went that place. And then before you know it, the business of this man started booming, and business of his sheep and cow. One of these that will tell you the significance of what he did. You will see that it's from him that the instructional material we are using to teach today in school emanated from. Because anything he paints on the wall reflects immediately. So now what happened? You discover that the father-in-law was running to him. But while the father-in-law was sleeping, piam, the angel of God appeared and said, when you meet him, don't do anything. Don't say anything. Don't beat him. Don't fight him. Just leave him alone. So what is the implication? Even the trouble you are passing through, maybe you have problem with your spouse. You have problem with your guy in the office that are threatening to sack you, that are threatening to end the marriage, and because of it, you refuse to sleep. Not knowing that as you go to sleep and your spouse goes to sleep, the angel of God will appear to him and say, don't ever divorce that woman. Make sure that your marriage, you go and spice it up to be more sweet. And you now begin to trouble yourself. You will not go and sleep because of a problem. And then, can you do angel work, do God's work, and do yours? Not possible. Another thing that causes is substance like nicotine, caffeine, alcohol. Please stay away from some of this. I make video on process that can actually help you to quit this. Please quit it and quit it. It will help you if you stop it. Caffeine is something like coffee. Don't drink those things too much. Even Lipton, they all one way or the other contain caffeine. In case you don't know, Lipton causes Parkinson's disease. When you are getting old, you want to pick something like this, your hand is shaking. It is not the best. Though if you have it or have any relation that have it, just contact me. By God's grace, my stem cell product and treatment ends it. Just that you are going to part it a little fortune. So that is it. Then late eating at night. When you eat at night late, remember that you want to sleep, your whole body is supposed to shut down and be sleeping. Now, while your body is supposed to be sleeping, it is overworking, working on those food, trying to digest it and process it. Because of you become less, so you can't sleep. So please, let's avoid eating late in the night, at least by 5, 6. Let it be that you have eaten everything you want to eat and go and sleep. Again, poor sleeping habit. I've made video on the appropriate posture to lie down to sleep. If actually you want to enjoy your sleep, go through that video if you have not seen it. For example, sleep mostly at your right because your heart is located in the left. When you always sleep in your left, you are frustrating your heart from normal circulation of blood in your system, and it can actually lead to your death. So to avoid it, sleep. But if you are pregnant, just sleep however that it is convenient for you, because actually for a pregnant woman, you are not yourself. You are carrying an extra child. So whatever you are doing that time is also a kind of determinant by the child that is in your system. So whatever he desires is, or she desires is what you will do. That's why when you are pregnant, you start having cravings for eating. You will see that it's not the normal food you want to eat that you are eating, but simply because a kind of that is what the child a kind of a need. Again, it's illness. Illness causes sleeplessness. Please, please, and please, once you are down, you have any serious challenge, take care of it. Everything is not spiritual. Everyone is saying it. It's not about to sell market, but you need stem cell to help to detoxify your system from time to time, to change your blood, to a kind of renew damaged cells, so that you will always be healthy at any point in time. And again, what can cause it is emotional discomfort. I've talked something about it. Then overthinking of a problem, or sometimes change of environment, because you change to a new environment, you are not used to that environment, it can cause it. Now, how do you cure a kind of sleeplessness? Because it can actually cause you to a kind of be tired, fatigue, state of being excessively tired. You wake up too early that you are not supposed to wake, and then you are having headache. What are you going to do? Very simple: original honey, not ordinary honey. When you get original honey, you get aloe vera juice. When you get aloe vera, you have to get out the juice, add it a little hot water, you squeeze out the juice. You can actually grate it to get out that juice, something like that. Please, when you are going to get that aloe vera, if you are not the one growing it, tell them what you want to do with it, so that they will give you the right species. Why I don't like talking much about aloe vera in this channel, except if you are using it for face mask or anything, is because there are many species of it. So when you get that aloe vera, then try to squeeze it out, and then when you squeeze out the juice, then add a little hot water, and then add a kind of 3 spoons of original honey. Turn it very well and drink before going to bed every night. Each night when you want to go to bed, you do it. Do it consistently in 7 days. By God's grace, insomnia will go. So with this, I've actually come to the end of this video. If you find it helpful, why not give me that thumbs up? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Hit the bell notification so as to get my next upload. I am still going to continue with this concept, sleep. So stay tuned for the next video, because that one will surely blow your mind and you will go quickly to go and sleep. So please, please, and please give thumbs up to this video, share this video widely, and also comment on this video. As you do this 3, God will triple your blessing every day. So thank you once again. See you, Lady Jane, saying bye bye.